press felts, shoe press belts, and transfer belts. Ichikawa provides all types of papermaking felts. When considering operating conditions of each customer, we can propose the most suitable combination of felts and belts to solve problems and improve operating efficiency. The press felts of Ichikawa are completely made-to-order products. We can produce any dimension of felts for every papermaking machine, such as 180-meter length or 13-meter width. Through half a century of experience, we have built a just-in-time production management system. Producing highly qualified products without any defects, Ichikawa has established a consistent manufacturing system in all of its processes. Let us introduce to you the overview of the manufacturing processes of Ichikawa. In the weaving process, the inspection of raw materials of fibers and weaving base fabric. Next is the needling process. Chemical fibers called bat is needled into the base fabric. The following is the finishing process. The needled fabric is washed, pressed, and heat treated in this process. Finally, we have the inspection process. Every finished product is inspected carefully to prevent any damage or contamination. At Ichikawa, there are strict management standards and rigorous quality control in all processes of manufacturing. The raw material for the base fabric is selected while considering the needs of each customer. In most cases, nylon fiber is used. Inspection of the quality of fibers is indispensable to quality control. In this process, we are checking the twist count, stretch, and contraction factor of the fibers. As the speed of papermaking machines increases, monofilament fibers are becoming the standard for better water permeability and durability. After the inspection of the materials, we have a preparation process for weaving base fabric. This is a warping board. It winds the vertical thread, called warp, onto a bobbin in the loom. After the bobbins are lined up on the loom, their number is determined by the width of the loom. This is a weft winder. It winds the horizontal thread, called weft, onto a wooden tube on the loom. When a winding is finished, the wooden tube will be set in the shuttle on the loom. Through the picking action of the loom, the weft moves repeatedly back and forth, crossing over the warp that is set in place. This is the way of weaving cloth. In the warping and tube rolling processes, stringent tension control is performed automatically according to the thickness, length, and strength of the thread. This is one of the most important processes for producing a stable quality of felts or belts. This is the loom, weaving base fabric. In Iwama Mill, we are selecting the most suitable loom before weaving, based on the dimensions and type of felt. In general, the form of press felt has to be seamless. Therefore, its base fabric must be woven by a method called endless weaving. Ichikawa operates the 33-meter wide loom. This is the largest one in the world. On this loom, we can weave 63-meter long base fabric by endless weaving. Base fabric with the length greater than 63 meters is woven in a single sheet using a technique called plain weaving, rather than double weaving. After weaving, the cloths are finally stitched together to form a connected cloth. Even the tiniest irregularity in the seam can cause uneven strength of the felt and can deteriorate the surface state of the paper. wide range of methods are used to weave the base fabric, according to the conditions under which the felt will be used and the characteristics required. Here we will explain a typical weaving operation. The first step is called the single weaving. The plain weave is the basic weave, with excellent dimensional stability. The 1/3 broken twill uses more warp threads than the single weaving, with fewer crossovers of the weft. This weave produces a base fabric of excellent smoothness. The double warp weave is thicker and stronger than the plain weave, providing superb durability. Two or more base fabrics produced using different techniques can be superposed. This producing method is called lamination. Laminated base fabrics deliver outstanding smoothness, durability, and runnability. In the weaving process, it is vital that the warp and weft threads have uniform tensile strength. At Ichikawa, the tensile strength of warp threads is managed by automatic control. The tensile strength of the weft thread is controlled by managing the tensile strength when it is drawn out of the shuttle and its speed, to ensure high quality of the base fabric. The woven base fabric is measured and carefully inspected by the human eye. Base fabric that is finished inspection is transferred to Kashiwa mill. This is the base treatment process. The base fabric is heat treated using a drying machine to cancel out any deformation and ensure stability of the base fabric. This is the needling process. The needles used in the process feature small protrusions on the sides. These protrusions pull on thread-like fibers called bat, which are mixed in according to the design specifications. The vertical motion of the needles tangles the fiber and the base fabric together, needling the fiber in the base fabric. This work is divided into several layers, increasing the thickness one layer at a time. This technique results in highly uniform fabric layers. The felt uses extremely fine fibers so that its surface will make the paper smooth. The middle layer uses thick, highly water-permeable fibers. In this way, different fibers are used for each layer to create different functions. In the needling process, mixing is performed after the fibers of the bat are carefully checked to ensure no admixture of foreign materials. This work conducted to ensure that the fibers blend uniformly, according to the characteristics of the felt. Next, the needling process begins. Recently, the pre-needling method, in which mat is formed of bat pierced with needles and placed on the base fabric to be needled again, has become a major standard. The introduction of the pre-needling process has broadened the range of variations in the lineup of product design, increasing productivity as well. The mixed materials are first sent in certain amount of quantities to a process called carding. The material is teased out into a uniform sheet and spread out in several layers. After carding, the fabrics are entangled with each other by the needling process, forming a matted bat. The matted bat formed by the pre-needling machine is set in the needling machine and needle punched into the base fabric. By producing the required number of layers through this process, bat layers of uniform quality are produced. This is a cross-section of felt just after the needling process has finished. As you can see, the bat's fiber layers are thoroughly entangled, firmly fixing it to the base fabric. The needling process builds key performance characteristics into the felt. This work is conducted under automatically controlled temperature conditions. To ensure a smooth surface and firm binding of the bat and base fabric, the uniformity of the base fabric and the degree of wear on the needles are stringently checked and controlled. During needling, key physical characteristics for felt performance, such as caliper, dimensions, smoothness, and weight, are measured and monitored to ensure stable, high quality. Once needling is completed, the felt's dimensions, caliper, and other physical characteristics are carefully checked out, and the felt is sent to the next process. Here, fiber oils and other substances are washed off the felt to ensure stable dewatering performance from the first stages of its use. Next, the surface of the washed felt is roll-pressed to give it the appropriate density and smoothness. This step imparts the required initial dewatering performance and proper water permeability. To improve dimensional stability, the felt goes through a heat-set process. Felt properties such as dewatering and chemical resistance may also be enhanced by resin treatment. Finally, surface fluff and excess fibers attached to the felt are removed by singeing. In the washing, drying, and finishing processes, the felt dimensions, thickness, airflow, quantity, tensile strength, and other qualities are measured to ensure that the felt quality confirms the strict quality control standards. After stringent quality control in each process, the felt is sent to the final inspection process. In the inspection process, the felt is inspected by human eyes for damage and inclusion of foreign matter, as well as by using a metal detector for metallic contamination. All Ichikawa felt products are made to order. We package our products in accordance with the needs of each customer, including maximum operability. Having passed the strictest inspection processes, the felt is carefully packed, then stored in our warehouse before shipping. This papermaking felt delivers excellent performance and stable, high quality. Ichikawa's papermaking felt is produced using the strictest quality control and refined technology, and is shipped to customers around the world.